Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays and I'm in the Cleveland. A tier 8 US cruiser. I'm on the map Haven. It's a 4-point domination game. Tier 8, which is nice. There is a carrier and there are 2 subs, which is not so nice. Also, I'm back. So I successfully returned from TwitchCon and I had a lot of fun there. So that's nice. And now I have an amazing Cleveland game for you. So trust me, this is gonna be a fun one. Anyhow, I've done a little bit so far, but not too much. Now I'm popping a radar and I've found the Fantask. I can't shoot it myself, unfortunately. But maybe somebody can. We have a Leo and a Pepsi who could potentially do something there. Our carrier is also attacking the Fantask, it looks like. And well, we have a submarine who could just, you know, bomb the destroyer, I suppose. If the sub knows what it's doing. Which it probably doesn't. Let's be honest there. Most subs have no clue. Be that as it may though, we have 1 cap. And the enemy is still being contested in sea. Now it looks like that Fantask is going to YOLO in. So our submarine is the perfect bait. Like that Fantask has decided it doesn't matter if it sinks as long as it can sink a sub itself. And in that case, I guess we'll accept that. We'll see if it survives long enough to get our sub. But the Fantask will obviously not survive this. Yeah, I think it's gonna get our sub. But it will pay a heavy price. And why do you slow down so much? That's not how I intended this. Now I am was pretty detected here. There is a Yukon. Well, there's also a Baltimore that could shoot me. If that Baltimore shoots armor piercing, it would be a problem. But the Yukon is a much bigger threat. Now I can just stay here and be undetected again. I'm also reversing a bit just to make sure it remains that way. And thanks to Cleveland Shellarks, I can pew back there. But speaking of Cleveland things, there is an enemy Cleveland coming in, and that will soon detect me. Now the Yukon is moving more like behind this island, and I'm reversing a little bit more. I'm hoping that I can get close enough to the island that the Yukon doesn't really have good shots at me. But I'm currently backed up against an island, so I can't really maneuver more. I definitely don't want to go forward, so now I'm just hoping that the Yukon can shoot me. And so far it looks like that's working. Right, we're just gonna take care of this Cleveland, then I will be in concealment again. Well, unless planes spot me, I guess. And then we will take it from there. We are a little bit behind on ships, but at least we should be able to get the Cleveland here. And we do have 1 more cap, so we've got that going for us. Now I am still detected, and it's not the planes. Interesting.
Enemy submarine in
of course. Oh, the enemy team lost the sub, nice. But there is still another sub remaining that I don't know where it is, and there is the Akatsuki. Well, I mean, we've seen a smoke screen back there, right? So that's where the Akatsuki is. And obviously it's not camping. So I presume it might have been the Akatsuki spotting me earlier. Now it's capping. See, well, there is still the sub that's an unknown, right? So it's always possible that the sub is around here and the sub was detecting me. It's also possible that the sub is capping. But based on that smoke screen and the cap being taken, I presume that it's the Akatsuki. I think it went in there and it wanted to like save the Cleveland, but it was too late. And then it's just decided to cap. Now the good news is my radar is ready. Which means the moment I get detected, I'm gonna pop the radar, or if I just cover the entire cap, I think it might be possible to cap from that smoke screen, we'll see. So I'm detected, I'm popping the radar, and there it is. Yeah, it's kinda inside its smoke screen again. Anyhow, it's not gonna get away here. I should probably also use my Hydra because it most likely is gonna torpedo me. planes are coming in. And shit, there is a sub towards my left. So the destroyer is dead. The sub is a problem. I'm trying to drop there. I did get hit. Oh yeah, I think the sub is going the other way. And oh god, it pinged again the moment the damage con ran its course. And I dodge. Yes! So of course I'm still pinged here. The planes I think are coming back. I'm not detected, but the planes are gonna detect me soon. And then the sub can renew its assault. And I'm just when the ping runs out. Now the Ranger is also spotted, but oh damn it, yeah, I have to try to deal with this sub. Don't have a damage con ready. We'll see if I can dodge this somehow. Thankfully those aren't the best homing torps there are. So there we go. And now we have a Normandy. This is a problem. This is like not fine. The sub is still harassing me. There are planes coming from the rear, and there's the Normandy in the front. And I think a Baltimore is also shooting me from the bank. Yeah, there are more sub torps. Okay. I got another damage con ready. So those torps are okay. The planes mostly just missed. That's also good. And yeah, the Normandy hasn't death struck me yet. Okay, so the sub is actually running out of dive capacity. We can hopefully get the sub before it launches again, maybe. Pings again, but well, I don't see any fish. Okay, sub's been dealt with. Hello Normandy. Now the good news is I have my division mate in the Amalfi coming in from the other side, and ow. Okay, I'm not gonna survive much more here. I'm trying some ammo piercing, but it doesn't really work out. So I'm gonna go back to high explosive here. Well, okay, that ammo piercing salvo worked a bit better. I'm also mildly panicking, but my friend got some torps in and I live! I live! Take that, enemies. Well, I mean, I live barely, but I live. And that's probably gonna be crucial because it's a relatively close game. So the enemy is pushing in with a Yukon, a Leon, and an Almirante. Or is that anyway? With this guy. Now they are getting harassed by a carrier and a sub, and we also have the Sloan Baltimore and the Ranger. Okay, that's a lucky fire. That might burn for a bit. Now the problem is the carrier is coming in here again. Now I'm gonna use my defensive fire here, and it looks like it's engaging again. Now there are two problems, right? I'm so low that the carrier could easily finish me off with planes, and if it spots me, then something like the Baltimore could easily finish me off with guns. Now there's a smoke screen in front of me, and oh, I got an AA defensive expert. I mean, the good news is that carrier is pretty bad. Otherwise, I would have long been dead. But speaking of damn things, I think that Baltimore is gonna go down here. And maybe even before that smoke disappears. So there we go. And maybe those planes even disappear before I leave the smoke. Now, we saw the Ranger earlier. I think it came a little bit closer to help more. Now, it would be utter folly for the Ranger to still be sitting around here, where our ships are, right? The Ranger would have needed to turn around and go off the other way. So, obviously the Ranger is still here, and it's even leaving this island, pushing right in front of our guns. Why? Okay, I'll take it, and I'm citadeling it with high explosive. I mean, at low tier carriers are actually somewhat reasonable to sink, I suppose. they aren't the armor monsters yet that they are at the higher tiers. So, thank you, carrier. And the Yukon missed. Now, of course, there are still planes, so I now need to shoot down those planes, and I need to survive. I could shoot the Yukon here, because that island would protect me anyway. And I will do so now. Of course, we don't know where the cruiser is, right? It hunted down our sub, but now it's probably gonna turn around and push towards us. And that cruiser is my main fear, because all it needs to be, right, you see my detection circle. Oh, got the fire on the Yukon. Like, if this cruiser just turns around here now and pushes towards us, towards B, it will detect me, and then I'll die. Now, speaking of dying things, I do have... Oh, I got the Yukon. Okay, so it's 4 against 2. It's looking pretty good, let's be honest. It's looking pretty good. But we are equal here on camps, and obviously if we lose 2 ships, it's going to be a lot closer with the points. And yeah, I mean, if that cruiser just comes towards me and spots me, it's going to... Oh, or shoots me or whatever, it's going to be my demise. Our destroyer is also pretty low, although that one can just stay in concealment, I guess. Now, we don't really have a vision on the Leon, which is why I've decided to radar, although it was the carrier, I think, in the end that did the spotting, not the radar. Our carrier is also around here. So now I'm gonna try to sink this Leon. Like, if the enemy cruiser shows up, I mean, I have no idea where it is, right? It's like, Akatsuki isn't spotting it either. But, you know, this seems to be working. We are doing a lot of damage on that Leo. And, well, we might even sink it before the cruiser shows up. Now, lost vision again. But our carrier is gonna be back, and our carrier is gonna spot it again. Also, we are flipping this camp. We soon gonna have all the camps. And where is this cruiser? Like... Akatsuki isn't spotting him. It's... Wait a minute. It sailed to the J line? Why would you... Why would you sail to the J line? Right, it was there where we lost our sub. And then it just sailed to the J line. Meanwhile, our carrier has found the Leo again, and that means I can get even more damage in before this is all over. So, yeah, we just lost our destroyer, it seems. The Leo is trying to blind shoot. I mean, it's probably getting frustrated at this point. It can't do anything here, really. It's lovely on fire, and it's gonna sink shortly. There we go. Now the Kraken eludes me. I have no time left to hunt down that cruiser, and the enemy is very angry. He was even so angry that he then sent insults to my friend in port. Not to me, to my friend. I'm not sure why, but hey, he reported us although, so... Somebody was butthurt. And with 3000 base experience, that was one of the best Cleveland games I ever had. Also quite a bunch of medals. I shot down a few planes, mostly because the carrier was bad. But, you know, and I survived like half of this game on 3000 hit points. Good game, good game. So I hope you enjoyed watching it, I hope you had a laugh, and I'll see you next time.